Yeah.
And a few times on the 130 with a 7.5. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
it was all right.
Good spot, isn't it?
Nice. Yeah, really impressed. It's like about a 2.5 hour drive for me. Um,
Yeah, it's
Dawn was
quite.
busy that she was having a girly weekend, so I managed to just go over for the Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday. I slept over on Saturday night, so it was good.
Oh, nice one, man.
Uh,
Excellent.
didn't manage a sail on Sunday though. The wind just died off on Sunday.
I mean,
Just completely disappeared. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
good
good,
stuff,
but
man.
went to Rossi on Tuesday until Friday. So
Good.
3 or 4 days.
All right. Yes, you are, mate.
Went to Ross Niger on Tuesday.
Yeah, yes, I said you're going all over the place. You are.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm trying to get back into it, Anna. That's it.
Are you coming out to Greece this year?
And unless Dawn's got me a surprise holiday, and not that I'm planning on, no, it's gonna have to be
Mm.
the following. We're going with her friends to Kefalonia, and then we're going out to Qatar again at Easter, October. So
All
I
right.
don't know. There's plenty going on. Basically, we're trying to sort this house out at the moment. So that's the reason why I've been off the water for 6 months because we've just been too
I see.
busy.
Yeah. I know.
So we shall definitely come next year. Like I
Yeah.
say, unless Dawn surprise holiday for me, but you never know.
You never know. Miracles do happen.
You never know. You never know. They
You
do.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was having a quick look at your videos. You've stuck in for nice catapult that first one.
Well, I don't know what I was doing. I was too eager to get in the hat, leaning forward too much. I think that's what happened
Yeah.
there.
It's just one of them things, and it happens to the best of us. Good evening, Caroline.
All right, my boys.
How are you, my love?
All right, thank you. How are you? You're making me laugh already.
Making you laugh?
Yeah, with your funny laugh.
All right. Oh. Um.
Ha ha ha. That one.
Uh,
Yeah. What are you talking about, you two then? Wind,
we'll just
by any chance?
no, we're actually just been talking about the politics in the UK.
Oh no.
No, I'm joking. We haven't.
I'm going to switch off.
We've obviously been talking about windsurfing.
Of course.
We've just been Clive's been telling about his sessions that he's been having at Grimwith.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it, Clive? I mean, it was good on the Saturday-ish, but
Yeah, it
nice.
was all. Could have been a little bit more wind, couldn't there? But it was all right. We got playing in a few times, didn't we?
We did. It was good. And I liked your fishing. You managed to catch a fish and
I did. When it was nice and quiet, the wind died off. I went and did a little bit of fishing.
were you all on your own there in the car park?
There was one other guy in a tent, him and his girlfriend, and then yeah, I was the only one in the car park in the van. It
All
was good.
right.
It was a quiet night, and then I stayed the night. I had my breakfast. I rigged up, and then there was a few people starting to go out on the yachts, on the dinghies. But it was just funnily enough, like at 5 in the morning when I woke up because it was light, it was honking. It looked really good, and I thought oh, today's going to be great. And then like I went for a bike ride around the lake, and then I came back and had my breakfast. And by the time it was like 9, 10ish, it had sort of started to die off. And
Oh,
I rigged my kit anyway, put it in front of the van, ready on the grass, ready to go. And then I just had a word with myself and thought, well, it's definitely not going to be playing and it's just going to be flopping
yeah.
around for the bit. So I thought I'll just go home and do something else. So
What a
I think
shame
it
you
was
didn't. Yeah, what a shame you didn't go at 5 in the morning. That would have been really nice, different.
on my own then, wouldn't I? But I thought
Oh,
it
I
was
see.
taking
Oh, yeah, they'd have seen you on cameras. I never thought
There you
about
go.
that.
Above that, Clive.
Oh, yeah.
not into breaking rules.
You'd have been
You break
blackballed.
first go up there.
Oh, I forgot about
But
that.
it was really nice just to go somewhere new and like cycling around the lake was quite cool. That was quite nice. Nice little track all the way around the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very impressed with the bar, the old self-service, uh, and
a good
yeah,
little
honestly,
clubhouse, isn't it?
great.
Good little setup they've got there, I must say.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. Nice. It's a
Did you
nice
tell
expanse. Nice piece of water. It's just a bit cold in winter, that's all I think.
Bit too cold,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I'm not going to come in the winter. I think it's just going to be a summer venue. I think Dawn would like it. I think she'd really like that little car park and the little grassy area and nice little freshwater lake. So
Well, there's
we'll come over 3 or
yeah.
4 weeks' time up over again.
Yeah, there's plenty to do around there as well. Like I say, there's the caves, and then there's a little cafe in Hebden. That's really nice. Church cafe. It's an old church, I think, or school or something. Really nice cakes in there. And then there's like Apple Tree Wick's really nice. The river and
Absolutely
everything.
lovely.
Yeah, and there's a brownie bar, isn't there? Something. But lots of
Yeah.
nice walking.
Yeah,
We'll
bike
definitely come.
riding as well.
So have you been out this week, Caroline, or not?
Um, I went sailing yesterday at Grimworth on my boat because and I took my daughter and a boyfriend on it, and we nearly sank the boat, but that was quite good. I wasn't expecting it to be windy, and I was like, oh, I could have windsurfed today, but yeah, it was quite windy in parts, so I missed out a bit there. But it wasn't forecast, so no one really who I knew was there. I did go. When did I go? Oh, I can't remember. I went last week anyway to Emsey, and we had a good blast, I think, if I remember right. Oh no, that's right. It was just doable, just doable. Yeah. So a few times, but I mean, it's just a bit dire at the moment. Tomorrow might kick in with any luck.
You've got a bit of wind coming, it looks like.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, well, let me have a look. Monday, this is Ross Niger. I was looking for you, Clive, this week.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday looks quite good.
Definitely get some wind, definitely. Tuesdays, definitely. Wednesday might be good at the Inland Sea.
Yeah.
And Thursday will be nice in Ross Niger.
Yeah. We're taking Dawn's big board and Dawn's little sail, so she's gonna have a total.
Oh,
She's gonna have a
nice.
little total on Wednesday.
Yeah.
A nice little small sail.
Been with tomorrow, Caroline.
Yeah.
Wednesday, definitely.
Wedsday definitely. Yeah. Tuesday
Yeah,
it's southerly, isn't it?
yeah.
And
Tuesday, yeah.
then I'm
Tuesday,
going, and then I'm off. I'm going to, if anyone's listening, I'm going to Fraysthorpe on. Well, I'm not going to Fraysthorpe. I'm going to Scarborough. I've got to go to Scarborough for Thursday evening. So I'm kind of thinking about: is it any good at
Friday.
Fraysthorpe
There.
Friday?
It's
That
gonna
looks a bit.
it'll be big waves though, this direction.
Oh, right, not for me. Oh, I could go bodyboarding.
Yeah, I mean, let me just have a look, see if I can find the picture. But I've got one picture from there in that same direction, so you can see what it's like. But that's pretty advanced spot when it's like that, to be honest. That's Fraysthorpe in that direction.
Oh, that doesn't look as bad as last time when I was there.
I mean, that's like overhead high in the sets.
I mean, the thing is, Ollie, I can always just go and have a look, and
I mean, I would go down and have a look for sure.
yeah, if it's too much, I'll just get a bodyboard out and go on
Yeah,
that.
I mean, even bodyboarding, the problem when it's like this is that the rip is so strong.
Oh,
The currents at Fraysthorpe, there's so much water moving here. You'd be better off going up to like Caton Bay or something like that and going bodyboarding there.
but what about I went up there the other week and had a go at surfing. What's it called? I always get confused. Saltburn.
Saltburn, yeah, that's like past Whitby, it's quite far up, but it's also nice.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'll take that on board. Is
Yeah.
it? So what about Thursday? There is Thursday any good?
Thursday, yeah, be smaller waves.
Is that better?
Yeah, I mean, it's just not as windy. This Friday, if it stays like that, it's a very good forecast for people that are wave sailors.
Yeah.
It's not a good forecast if you're just free riding.
No.
Thursday's better. It'll probably be all right for you, especially at low tide, so in the afternoon.
Right.
But Friday with high tide as well at 12,
Mm.
people are going to be sailing sort of from 9 until 11, and then from 1 until into the evening.
Mm.
That's quite I would, yeah. I mean, I'd definitely go and have a look, and you can watch some good windsurfers, but I'd be careful.
Okay. You see that's Wind Guru, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you got? Do you pay for that, or is that on the free one?
This is the free one. I would normally use Windy, but if I open Windy now on this internet, the Zoom call will disconnect.
Oh, okay.
It's not good enough for me to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening, Jeff.
Evening, everybody. You okay?
Hello.
How about you?
Yeah,
Hello.
good.
Honestly, it's just
Excellent.
it's like Eurovision, isn't it? Hello from West Kirby.
Maybe we could do
Yeah.
like a windsurfing Eurovision.
Dress up as well, Caroline, if you want.
I don't
Yeah,
need
if
to do that.
you
I don't need to do that.
I'll see you with a little pointy hat on.
All right, I'll do it for you. Hold on.
Well, was this Grimwith Clive, this video?
Yeah, this was it. Going with, yeah.
You know, I know straight away. It's the colour of the water.
You can tell, can't you? It's a really dark water. Yeah,
looks like you're like windsurfing a cup of builder's tea.
that's it. I'm trying to close the gap here, Ollie. I'm trying to close the gap.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, looking good there.
Gap closed.
So again, yeah, just reinforce that point. The more you get the clue down to the back of the board, the more you can push the back foot into the fin. Yeah. For anybody that's still not clear about that from last time we talked about it. Yeah, look, mate, cruising there.
Who's in?
That's a nice angle, that.
Is that Grimwith
Nice.
when I was with you?
Boom.
Woo!
Nice jibe as well. Be nice to see here, Clive. You see, if this is like a kind of a upwindy stance, boards kind of heading off to what in this direction, whatever's over there. When you go for the jibe, where's the board still facing?
Up.
We're still the same way.
Yeah, it's still facing that same point. The board, by the time the foot's come over, the board should be pointing down here somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's indicative that it's maybe still not bearing away before going into the jibe.
Yeah.
If you watch I've got one here for you. So you can see, if you look at the line in the water behind the board, do you see that bear away then?
Yeah.
So you can see the line here, and watch how you can see how the line curves. So there's a straight line.
Yeah.
There, hand goes back, starts pulling a bit with the back arm. Borne away a lot there. You see that curve in the water line. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what gives you the speed. And you see how the transfer of the body. So there's my kind of more upwind planing stance. So the straighter back leg. And quite straight in the body also. To your downwind, more compact. Yeah?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then you going into your jibe. Your jibe itself is, I mean, it looks similar to mine. It looks good. Yeah?
Yeah.
Just get downwind more. Just take your car. You're doing more work than you need to. Yeah?
Yeah. I shall fly off downwind more.
Exactly. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. It's really like just go like scream downwind as fast as you can. Yeah.
Well, if I get to the inland sea on Tuesday, and it's a strong wind, or even on the Wednesday, Thursday, and it's a strong wind, then there'll be good opportunities there, won't it? That'll be nice and flat.
Yeah, it'll be lovely and flat there. Yeah, so I mean, just get downwind a little bit more. There's someone commented saying that, I think it was you, Caroline, that my front arm's bent when I enter there, which is not what, I mean, it is kind of what, from what we've talked about in past live streams, is wrong. That's because here I'm doing a little bit of a lay down carve jibe.
Right.
So I have that question.
Quite low down. Go on, Jeff.
So my jibes are coming on, but I'm aiming for my clue hand, to hit my ear. But I notice you don't always do that. So my question is, how far pushing to your face is optimal? Because I'm focusing on pushing my clue hand to my ear to straighten my mast arm, but then I feel like I'm doing too much.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a very good question, Jeff. So, like with the lay down, for example, it's not important really at all. You see, the back hand's not very close to my face at all there.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
Sorry,
why is it not important? Why is it not important?
The sail's dropping onto the inside. It's the most important thing. The lay down is that the body comes a long way. You got to really lean forwards in a lay down jibe as opposed to a regular jibe. Yeah. So you let the sail drop onto the inside of the turn. You lean forward, and it's really like a feeling like you're going to fall over in a lay down jibe. Yeah. Okay. As opposed to a normal carve jibe where the sail stays a little bit more upright. How much the back arm comes into your face, say it doesn't really matter as long as there's the word is for it, is there's the intention there that you're doing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I find if I pull the backhand too far to my ear, the opposite bow and arrow is harder because I pulled it in too much, and then you don't have much time then, do you, to go the opposite way? Do you know what I mean? So if you think of the bow and arrow, I'm thinking, oh, I've lost it now. I'm 3/4 of the way around. I've not even gone across to the side of the board yet.
Yeah, no, it's true. So I mean, you can see here in the jibe, it's almost, you can see as soon as I step over, so you see how the body transfers onto the inside of the board there.
Yeah.
Then already now that back arm's moving out and away to open the sail up.
Yeah, and that's when you're looking out of where you're going. I get
yeah,
that.
So it's a very
you've opened it up.
Exactly that. It's almost an immediately you punch forwards with the front arm, and you immediately punch out with the back arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to send that sail wants to go over the side of the board quick. Yeah.
So that leads into the other question. Sorry, Clive, I know you were asking a question there anyway, but it was sort of similar. I noticed then that how can I explain it? It's trying to understand the benefit of pulling that into my ear, because I'm feeling if I do that, I'm not exposing the wind to my sail, and therefore by definition I'm slowing down, and therefore what's the point in doing it? You might as well just do it quick, because you're losing speed quick, aren't you?
Yeah, so also another good question. If you see here, so whether it's a lay down jibe or more upright, like normal carve jibe, the angle of the sail against wind will be the same. It's just my sail's just lower to the water than yours would be.
Right.
Yeah. Here, if looking at from just having a very quick look, both knees are bent. So why is it important that we don't show the sail to the wind in this position here?
Get pulled over.
I just get pulled over. Yeah. That's why. So you're sheeting in the sail not to power it up, when you go into the carve jibe. It's actually to depower it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we can easier, if I'm going to try and.
But on that note, again, sorry to interject.
Yeah. Go on.
If you're going to, I get the depowering, but there's another variable in my head here that if you stick your backside out, you're counterbalancing. So therefore, you're controlling that power, and therefore you wouldn't need to pull in as much, would you? Because you're counterbalancing by sticking your backside out.
Yeah, but there's that transition across the board at that point you're susceptible to being pulled over, regardless. Right. Yeah. When when that body weight transitions, because here,
yeah,
this is where the transition starts here. You can see the wind direction.
Mm-hmm.
Work. Wind directions like this. Yeah. So here, as the transition starts, I've still got power in the sail here. Yeah.
Yep.
Now we're sheeting in. When I'm just like I said, lay down, dropping the sail. Now the sails go in neutral. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how that would rip out your hands if you kept
it
exactly.
open. If the back arm was open and
I get it.
Powered up here, straight off.
Yeah, game over. Yeah.
But that's the classic crash of being pulled onto the inside of the turn. Yeah, because I would get pulled over the board and I'd naturally just throw the sail out the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so here, the bum's back, but everything's forwards, really. The knees are bent forwards, my shoulders are forwards. I'm driving with the front arm forwards. Now, I'm going to start opening the sail and letting it power back up. So now the body weight starts to move back to deal with that. Yeah, and I sit down with my arse. So now is exactly this bit that we're talking about just then, is my arse comes back as the sail now starts to open. Yeah.
But by then you're getting round, aren't you? So it's just going to flip round.
Good, exactly.
Yeah, get it.
It's what the carve jibe is not. It's not easy at all. I was talking about it with Jens yesterday. We were saying because we've got an new instructor here, and he's started to learn the forward loop. And we were telling like forward loop is a lot easier than a carve jibe is. Carve jibe's got a lot of different moving parts to it. It's like that part there alone. Just the transition of the body. There's so many things that have to happen for the transition to be effective and to do it well. And then as we come to the jibe with that transition of power back into the sail, so we have to start leaning back a little bit. Yeah, I can't stay forwards. Otherwise, I'm just going to get ripped off the board. Yeah. If I was to be forwards and I didn't get ripped off the board, when I do the foot change, there's going to be so much power in the sail that it'll pull me over. Yeah. Or I'm going to get to here. Go on.
I was just going to say, but if you didn't go forward on the first part of it, you're going to lose power, aren't you? Because you're putting weight on the back.
Good, exactly. Yes, you need to be forwards on the board in that initial part because there's no power in the sail. So it's like surfing board. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as that power comes back, right now I've got something I can start to lean back against. Yeah. And then when that sail flip happens, right now the power's gone. So I've got to stand back up again. And then I catch the boom on the new side and then I can drop again. So you see why it's such a difficult move because that body's constantly readjusting.
Yeah, that's good. We never talked about that before, Ollie. This transition of going into it versus coming out. You're going forward and you're going backstroke upright, aren't you? Because you're actually counteracting the power of the wind, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, we've kind of not, you're right, we've not properly talked about it, but we have talked about like counterbalance is that core principle in windsurfing.
Yeah.
And if you try to think about everything in terms of counterbalance, windsurfing generally becomes a lot simpler to think about. Yeah.
And I'm saying that
for example, when we're going, go on, Jeff, go on.
I'm saying that because I am actually getting a lot better at the carve jibes now. I'm going in with power, I'm coming out, but I do sort of playing out, but then not as fast as I would like now. And I can't help feeling, is it because the body position now, or I'm sussing out that I'm carving at too acute an angle as well.
I mean, I remember that last video you put in. You were at West Kirby, I think, on a 4.8 in that JP sport.
Yeah.
But there wasn't technically the jab's perfect. If I remember, so I remember saying when we watched it, I said, "This is what it should look like."
Yeah.
If you lose, if you technically it's that good and you're still not coming out as fast as you want, go faster at the entrance.
Right.
It's the only thing then that will make you come out faster is go in faster. Yeah.
Right.
It's a really crappy thing to say when, if you're trying to help people improve, is just to go faster, but it will help everything. The more speed you can take into things, the more time you've got to think about things on the way around before the speed is lost. The more balance you've got, and the lighter the gear feels because there's more apparent wind working from the front. Yeah. Okay. If that's something you struggle with, that should be the first point that needs to be looked at, is getting more comfortable going, so being able to go fast. And go fast, I mean, is like this here in this part of the video, is to bear away into a gust and go full speed there. Yeah. That's really important that you're able to do that if you want to be able to carve jibe well. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can carve jibe, if you can go into it that much speed, doesn't matter if you fumble your rig flip a little bit, or if you get your foot changed slightly wrong, if you've got that much speed in the board, you can readjust without losing all of it. Yeah.
Ollie, have you got on your camera, on your GoPro, does it have like a GPS speed thing on it as well?
I can put it on, yeah. That would be quite good to do, actually, because you can see then how the board accelerates.
A real-time video, like you're going, on a reach across the wind at, let's say, 22, 23 mile an hour, and then you go slightly down at like 25, 26, you accelerate a bit, and then as you start to go around, it drops to 24, 20, 20 and 18, and then you rig flick wind at 16. And
that's
then it's like
a really good idea, Clive. I'll do that tomorrow. If we've got some wind tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow.
It'd be good to see the speed difference from the acceleration to then it's gradually slowing down to then still popping out on the plane. I don't know, you're probably playing at like 12, 14 mile an hour, don't you, I guess?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, to be honest, what miles an hour it is that you start. Never checked it, but yeah, that would be good to do, because then you can see, because visually sometimes it can get difficult to see how you accelerate. But you see there, if you talk about preparation of the jibe, what's the first thing we do in preparation?
Look.
Good. So we have a look, and then what does the backhand do?
Go back.
Good. So what backhand goes back there. Backhand's gone back. Yeah. Why have I not gone a really, really long way down the boom with my backhand?
You're going to do a lay down jibe.
No. Should still go back for that. Why do we move the backhand back?
Oh, what, you mean not further than that?
I mean, why would we move it back at all? What
So
do we need more of? Begins with an L.
leverage.
Yeah, we need more leverage over the sail. It's because it's quite a small sail and I'm quite big. So that for me there is enough. For someone that's a bit smaller and a bit lighter on the same equipment, they need to go further back. Yeah, because they'll need more leverage.
I was going to say, I can't get that sail horizontal to the center line without going right back, because
exactly, Jeff. Different
because
people.
I was going to say I'm tiny. Those that have seen me, and it's just I've got to pull it right in for the leverage. Yeah,
exactly. Like if you watch like the slalom sailors on the PWA, a lot of them are sitting at like 105, 110 kilograms.
But what I'd say,
go on, Jeff.
What I'd say there, Ollie, and maybe just it's a question. So therefore, when I pull my backhand in towards the clue, because I really need to pull it in, I'm very conscious that I want my front hand nearer the a little bit further, a little bit further back from the mast so that I can push it more forward.
Good. Yeah.
And therefore, my question is, what does good look like in pushing it forward? Because I do appreciate that if my front mast hand is too near the mast, I'm not going to have the arm length to push it forward. But my question is, what does good look like in terms of how much forward? Because that will determine where my mast hand sits.
Yeah. So if you look at also me here, Jeff, my front hand's pretty close to the harness lines.
Yeah.
The beginning of the laydown is different. Yeah. So it drops onto the inside, but the ending is the same. Yeah. So that the arms start to extend there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like it's forward. It's not always an easy camera angle.
Yeah, so it's been like it's across the board now. It's hard to see because of the camera.
Yeah.
But now the mast is sitting on the new leeward side of the board.
Got it. Yeah.
A lot of people get stuck here because, well, I've moved my front hand back. How am I going to slide it up to the mast?
Yeah.
We went over that in Tenerife, but it's to do with the backhand opening the clue. If you push with the back arm, so the old sail hand, and that pushes the clue towards the nose of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. That reduces the distance between me and the mast. Yeah. Which allows me to reach for the boom near the mast.
Which is similar then to when you pull it in towards your face again, the opposite. It's easier to do a duck jibe because the clue's nearer to your face.
Yeah, the clue's very close. Yeah. It's why actually, if you can enter jibes well, duck jibes are easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people are playing out of a duck jibe before they're playing out of a carved jibe properly. And I know everybody in this chat now, all three of you, can definitely levels where you can start trying duck jibes.
I'm going to try it on Tuesday.
Do them on a light wind day first. Get used to having the sail go over your head. Get comfortable doing that, and then start going for them because they're a little bit scarier, but technically they're a lot easier because everything happens a lot earlier in the turn. Because it happens earlier in the turn, you're carrying more speed by the time it's all finished. Yeah.
Yep.
I think it is something that, like on my videos, I think Ashley made a comment about have I tried duck jibes? And so I don't actually know how to do it, but I did watch a video today.
Yeah.
So it is something that I think might be a good thing to start trying to do.
Yeah, definitely. Caroline, if I go out, I'll go out tomorrow and try and do this thing for Clive with the GPS and the GoPro thing, and I'll do a couple of duck jibes as well.
Okay.
So you can watch them happening in real time. But
just quickly though, you'd get to this point, wouldn't you? You'd get to that point there. You'd probably have your backhand. You probably wouldn't be doing the lay down one.
No,
You'd probably have it up. And then, is it a case of just moving the front hand over, then chucking it down, then grabbing the other side?
Yeah, and then walking up the other side. Yeah.
So you start off with that front hand going behind the back hand, crossing over.
Good.
And then get that one that you've just crossed over, that hand, round to the other side.
Exactly, and then walking back up the other side with your hands. Yeah.
I can see catastrophes happening here. But anyway,
I will say, if you get the timing wrong in a duck jibe, you're gonna have some. They're not painful crashes, but they are big crashes. Yeah, because there's a lot of you're going from you know, whatever, 30, 30 kilometers an hour to zero very quickly. Yeah.
Mm.
Can I ask you a question on duck jibing?
Go on, Jeff.
Please, Holly. That I've tried a few duck jibes now because I'm getting a bit more confident in my jibes. And what I'm aiming for, which I normally get now, is when I'm ducking, I duck it, and if you get your timing right, I can actually hold the boom 2 hands near the mast, because, as you know, if you don't, the power is tremendous. It's hard to control.
Yeah.
But what I see a lot, especially on YouTube, is a lot of guys and ladies, for that matter, when they're ducking, they tend to grab it central once it's duck, and then they go to the mast end. And I'm thinking, why are they doing that? Why don't they just duck it and then grab it either side of the harness towards the mast? Job done. You're not going to get overpowered. And I'm thinking, so what's the right way? I guess is my question. Are they doing that because they got the timing wrong?
Yeah, I mean, well, so the reasons for doing, if you'd need to, I said, if you can't just reach in front of the harness lines and that new hand straight away, number one is the sail's too big. It was a very big sail with a very long boom on it.
Right.
Yeah. Number two is a lack of technique. So it's not just not being aggressive enough to throw the sail behind you.
Yeah, get the angle. Yeah.
Like you said, exactly. Just you're aggressive and you throw that clue behind your head. It's very easy to grab. Yeah. Got to remember you're also using a freestyle sail, which is exactly what it's designed for.
Right.
Yeah, it's a freestyle sail designed for the booms to be short for ducking. Yeah.
Right. Got it.
Other reason would be going too early in the duck and just being able to save it. If you went too early in the duck, the mast would drop very low to the water.
Yeah.
You might be able, if you go too late, you can't really save it, no. And then it's more important that you get in front of the harness lines if you go too late.
Right.
Yeah. Because you need to ditch the power then if you've gone too late. So it's more important to get in front of the harness lines. But you're right. I mean, for me, normally, even like on a 6.5 or 7 meter, I mean, I'm big, but I can throw the sail hard enough that you can reach straight for either side of the harness lines.
Right.
And like you said, if you get that timing right, I mean, you can try it next time you go on the water, is go very broad, so fully planing, very broad, take your back foot out the strap as if you're going into a jibe.
Yeah.
Start your jibe and then just let go with the front hand and grab the clue, but don't come up the other side. So just grab the clue, let the sail go neutral and let the board just slowly come to a stop. Yeah, so it's fully planing and you let it slowly stop.
But I feel like I have to momentarily hold that clue before I duck it so that the mast swings more towards me back foot. Because if I don't let it swing round naturally, it's hard to pull back, isn't it? And I've lost you now.
I think we've all lost him.
All right, I thought it was just me.
I think we have because something's come up Wi-Fi, Ollie's phone.
Yeah, he's tethering, isn't he?
Anyway, shall we have a chat?
Yeah. Are you going to Cost? Have you been to? Have you just been, Caroline? Right.
No.
Are you going?
Yeah, but not till the second one in September, so it's about the 15th of September.
15th. Oh, I'm there on the 7th. Right.
Are you going on the clinic then? That first clinic or not?
Yes, I'm going on the first clinic in the second week in September, the 7th.
Yeah, well, I'm going on the next one.
I'll cross over because I'm there for 10 days, so I'll probably see you.
Oh, right. Okay. I'll see you at the beginning of mine then, because I think I'm going early. I go like Friday. I go for 9 nights, I think.
Right.
So I'll be there on the Friday that you're still doing yours then, I think.
Yes. Yeah,
cool.
We finish on. Yeah, we'll cross over. That'd be good.
See you there for the weekend.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Yeah, I think we lost Ollie, haven't we? Yeah. Oh, man.
That dodgy Greek Wi-Fi, isn't it?
Flipping
Is
dodgy
he
Greek.
in a pub somewhere?
Flipping dodgy Greeks, not putting any money in as usual.
Allegedly on YouTube recording for the Greek government.
Spending all the money.
Caroline said. What was that Greek?
No.
What was the Greek? I've forgotten his name now. Well, he was the Chancellor of Greece. Can't remember his name.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Odyssey. I don't know. Mr. Keflos. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a bit jealous of them.
Yeah, you're back now. We can hear you now, Ollie. Yeah.
Oh.
We lost you. Are you tethering, Ollie?
I don't think he's here. He's trying. He's trying his best. Anyway, we're all back. Video.
Shitty Greek data.
Back.
Yeah. You're back. I think you're back, Ollie.
It's like I got.
Is that you, Ollie, saying shitty Greek data? Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's me, yeah. I'm back.
Okay.
I'll just check it's still live streaming to YouTube. Yeah, it is.
Right.
Excellent. Jeff.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a single word of that last question. You have to repeat it all.
Oh, right. What was the question? Let me read.
It was you were saying, last thing I remember, you were saying something about.
Got it.
You want to get your hand to the clue?
Got it. We were saying, we'd moved on to duck jibes. And I was saying that when I get ready to duck, I quickly realized that I need to watch the mast bore more towards me naturally before I duck it. In other words, hold it to the clue, let the mast drop a little bit.
Let the mast drop. Yeah.
And is that the normal? Because then I think if I do that, I've got more chance of grabbing that boom in the A1 position. If I go too early and I've not let the mast drop, it's game over for me.
Yeah, exactly. If you go too early, the mast will drop too much. It normally drops to the water.
Right. If I go too early.
Really too early. If you go too late, it won't drop at all. It'll stay too far.
Because the board's turned on a broad
Exactly,
range.
board's turned too much. Exactly.
Got it. Yeah.
Is that finding? That's the only bit that's difficult about the duck jibe is the timing. And that's something, unfortunately, the only way you'll learn it is by trying it.
You're making it sound harder than carve jibing.
It's not, like I said, the duck itself is easy. You can learn it in 20 minutes on a beginner board, and you get some inkling for the timing as well. But when you go into it fully planing, it's going to be a little bit scary the first few times.
Right.
Yeah. But like I said, it's good. Just go very broad. Go into the duck as if you were so you reach back for the clue with the old front hand, and then just let the sail go neutral and stand up straight. Yeah.
I think I'll be doing it when it's not very windy for a while.
Like I say, it's better to learn it on a beginner board with a small sail first.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll video these bits tomorrow.
Just one final thing, if I may, Ollie. I know we're running out of time here, but I know we talk about jibes a lot because it's important, because it is a difficult skill. But I guess all us on this call now, we're sort of, I feel like I know the theory, and then it's putting the hours in the water. My question is that this year, after the jibes, appreciate, practicing a jibe takes years, but what should we be thinking of next after the jibes, after the carved duck jibe? What's the next natural move to start heading towards after the jibes? I know I'm getting ahead of myself a bit, but I'd rather think about it now.
You're about there, really. I mean, you've got to decide then kind of, you get to the point where you decide, like, what discipline do I want to start getting into a bit more? Because you've ticked off, you know, all your beginner stuff's ticked off, intermediate stuff's ticked off.
Yeah.
And you've kind of ticked off free riding. So I can
Right.
blast up and down as I like, go where I want, and I can carve jabs and do some nice fast turns. Now, is that what I want to carry on doing, but do it faster and turn more aggressively? In which case, I'm going to look to buy some slalom gear. Do I want to take those skills to the waves and start trying to do some wave riding, like surfing on the waves, and start getting into jumping?
Right. Got it.
Yeah. You've got the basic skills to go off and kind of think, oh, well, I'm going to get into freestyle a little bit. So I'm going to start trying some upwind 360s, you know, start trying to pop the board. Like Matty, for example. Matty got his carved jibe, went for his duck jibe, got that pretty much straight away. Then it's like, I want to start trying the Vulcan. And Matty's getting into freestyle. Yeah. For me, from what I've seen in coaching, I think everybody's end goal, who is at like the level that most of the guys are in the group, everybody wants to be able to go and sail on the coast comfortably.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like Pete Francis kind of level, like do some big airs, big jumps, be able to turn around, feel safe in waves, basically, and be able to sail comfortably and have fun. I think that is windsurfing at its core. It's what it started as. It was like an easier way for surfers to get onto the waves, basically, they didn't have to paddle.
Right.
And I think that is what draws most people to. Most people want to be able to, for example, most people want to go to Rossniger on a day when it's 25 knots southwesterly and be able to go and pull a couple of jumps, do some nice turns on a wave. And, you know, have everybody at the beach go, God, do you see Jeff out there today? He was ripping.
So I get that's bit of a mental element of the sport as well, isn't it? I think sometimes I forget that I think there's a big mental training in your head to be had here, isn't it? Especially when you're going waving and you know you've got to get your head straight, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. You know, there's a lot of you're right. But it is then after you've kind of got to have a think, like, what do I really want to get into? Maybe it's slalom or speed sailing.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, then you do what you want, really. Or you do what you want now. But I would like the carve jibe's a good skill to have because it teaches like to be dynamic on the board, so moving around on the board while it's moving at speed.
Yeah.
You know, so we're switching feet, we're flipping sails, we're doing a lot of dynamic movements with the gear while the board's still planing. That's why it's such a good move to learn. And it's but it's not neither is it the be all and end all of windsurfing. You know, there's like Robbie, for example, one of the new instructor we've got, learning to forward loop, still can't carve jibe perfectly. You know, he's playing out of his first ones while he's been here. Like we went on a session together last 2 weeks ago. He played out of a couple, and I was like, right, Robbie, what do you want to learn before you go home? He said, well, forward loops. I was like, well, let's start it then. You know, don't think that you can't do anything else until I've got perfect carve jibes. It's also windsurfing is nothing's ever going to be always perfect. I still don't perfectly carve jibe every time. So don't get transfixed on it. Try some duck jibes. Try some fast hacks. It's good to try different things as well for a little bit because it kind of refreshes your mind. So if you go try something else for a couple of sessions, when you come back to the carve jibe, you might think about it in a slightly different way based on the experience you had from trying fast hacks for a couple of sessions, or from trying duck jibes, or from trying to jump the board. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Variety is the spice.
Back to that mental thing, he said about like you're only going to achieve things, aren't you? Or you're going to make loads of progress if you feel comfortable. Like you're not going to perform very well, are you, if you're mentally not prepared for the waves? Like if you go out, I'm happy with like 1 to 2 foot, maybe 3 foot at the most. If it gets well above head height, it's a bit shitty, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah, that's
sailing.
but that it's not. I mean, you'll always be kind of in a sense uncomfortable because you're pushing yourself. But for example, it's exactly like you said, like you're happy in 1 to 2 foot waves, but that's also because that you're happy if the board takes off just a little bit. So you do a small jump off the back of a wave, you'll be happy with that. That's not too much for you to handle.
Yeah.
But if you go out in head high waves and you accidentally get planing and go off the face of a wave and go 3 meters into the air by accident, that's fucked. Yeah, because that you've never jumped that high before. That's too much. But if you've jumped that high before, so for example, I'm happy jumping that high, so I'm comfortable in mast high waves. Yeah. The same way someone going to Grimwith for the first time who can't water start in 30 knots is going to feel very uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's quite choppy, very difficult to uphaul on. But someone that's never sailed there but can water start is going to happily push themselves there because they know, right, well, if something happens, I can still water start and get back. I don't have to walk anywhere. So you're always going to be, in a sense, you'll be out of your comfort zone, but everything else is comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's that comfort that allows you to push yourself out your comfort zone in certain aspects. Does that make sense?
Try a calf tack and a duck jibe on Tuesday.
Yeah, stop. If you're getting stuck on calf jibes, stop trying them for a couple of sessions. Go try something else. Yeah, even jumping the board or pro first water start or whatever. Don't matter. Try something else because there'll be skills in those things that translate into calf jibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done a water start. I've not tried that.
Yeah, it's a good one to try. Give it a go, see what happens.
Will do. Angle of the sail's got to be right on it, I guess.
Yeah, it's all about. It's like a game of snooker. It's all about angles.
Can I just? I'm conscious of
Yeah,
the time. Can you just have a quick look at those 2 videos that because I put something on, but they didn't work out.
Five.
I fell off the back, and I don't know why I fell off the back.
Oh,
I know. I got a clue. I'm like, what happened? Did I get pulled over? What was I doing? You might not be able to say.
looks like a bit of chop.
Oh. It's empty. I don't really have a lot of chop.
Something's gone wrong there. You can see how the body moves. You kind of get bounced around a little bit. Make sure you stay nice and low.
Yeah.
It looks all right, Caroline. You take much more speed into this one than there was in the previous one, which is great. Hand positioning super. Foot positioning on the board's good.
Off the back.
You're nice and low there.
Yeah.
There you're not. So something's happened. You'd have to stand up straight. So, and then the boom gets pulled in really close to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the boom gets pulled in, the hips get pulled forwards, the body weight moves back. So probably there's something's gone wrong in there. I imagine it's water state because it's. I mean, I can't see anything else from there.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Looks like water state.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like I'm getting my feet back either. Like I'm across there, and then that front foot's not coming to the right place, is it?
I'd be quite happy with that. This foot, the one that's carving, could be like you could aim for that yellow bit on the board, a bit better.
A little bit further, yeah.
That'd help a little bit. It will also widen the stance a little bit. Wider the stance, a little bit more ready you are for bouncing around. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That looks good.
Okay.
I'm
Even
happy.
Even with that bent arm, that's okay.
Not too bad because as long as you're nice and low, it's a big point. It'd be nice to see the sail moving this way a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, so getting the sail across the board, which will allow you to move inside even further and keep that carve up to that second half of the carve. But these are nice. These are looking much better. There's loads more speed, which is really good. Have a quick look at this one.
Practice a lot.
Yeah, it's good. Cruising along there, looking fast. Looking very fast. You look faster as well on the board.
Good. This one I do, but then I fall off at the end.
Oh, we're too early on the rig flip.
Is that what it is, do you reckon?
Yeah, you fall in like that, it's too early on the rig flip. The new side of the boom doesn't get exposed properly and you get kind of stuck around it. Just
fine.
let me, there we go. Here, front hand moves back, nice, good. Unhook, nice and early. Give yourself a bit more time. Once you've unhooked, yeah? Whether you unhook and then bear away or bear away first, then unhook is up to you.
Okay.
But either way, so you either unhook and then bear away, give yourself a bit of time and then go over, or bear away, then unhook and stay bearing away, give yourself a bit of time and then go. Yeah? It just, everything's a bit rushed.
So it's kind of like that.
Here's good. So you go on, sorry.
So it's like I watch that Gem Hall quite a lot. So it's he says you unhook and then you sit on your bar stool for a while you're bearing away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's here? So that's that compact versus straight. There's your straight. There's your compact.
Yeah.
See the difference in the body position there?
Yeah.
That's what we talked about last time.
Is it compact?
Yeah.
Oh, it's compact and sit, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So you can't. It's sitting on a bar, so you can imagine this you kind of sat down a little bit there. Yeah. But that's to get speed when you're going downwind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So curl yourself
up. It's counterbalance, isn't it? It's counterbalance, like you say.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm unhooked. There, unhook. Give myself a second, and then I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here, watch. So you go over, and then this arm wants to straighten. Here, this front arm.
Get a bit more straight.
Make
so I'm taking
it and get the sail across this way.
Yeah, I'm straightening it to take the sail across.
Good, exactly. Yeah, and you'll carve so that carve again. It seems a lot of time carving. That carve should be nice, like fluid motion coming around.
Right.
This carve should always be. It should be like a nice constant carve coming around, not one where you carve a little bit and then the board goes straight and then it carves again, then it goes straight, then it carves again. You just want to put it on its rail and keep it on its rail until it's finished, and then you flatten it. Yeah. That makes sense.
Can you just repeat
board's
that last
flat.
bit? I'm losing you.
So board's flat.
Yeah.
Then it's carving, and when it carves, it's a nice constant carve. And then the foot change, and it's flat again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like carving a little bit and then stops carving and then carves and then stops carving. Just one constant carve. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what I've done then? I've carved and then stopped and then carved.
Yeah, so it looks like you've carved a bit and then kind of gone in a straight line for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I do that a few times.
You can see telltale sign that that's happening is the water spray.
Yeah.
So if you look where my board carves, watch how much water sprays out the outside. You can see it.
Yeah. So why am I going off the carve then?
All out this side. Yeah. It's because the sail doesn't come far enough across the board. Remember the counterbalance. If you want to get inside, the sail needs to go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got that.
They're looking good. They're looking better. Much better.
Try it.
Getting there.
Trying.
Fine. Cool stuff, guys. That was a nice little chat.
Cool.
Thanks, Alan.
No worries, guys. I'll try and get those videos done tomorrow. If we get some wind, I'll get out with the GoPro. And I'll film. We'll do it with the GPS, film a couple of carve jibes, a couple of duck jibes.
Good stuff. Thanks, Ali. Cheers. We'll see you soon.
No worries, guys. See you all soon.
Thank you. Yeah.
Bye.
See you. Take care. Bye.